Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 10, Hoop Politics Podcast. It's
Who
your boy
Politics,
Tyson
episode
Anderson
10.
and your boy Derrick Anderson in the building. Episode 10, 10 of 10. You know how I go. We here, back again. What's good, Brody?
What's good with you, fam? 10 weeks straight, man. We out here making some real good progress out here, man. I just gotta
So,
for episode 10, man. I just gotta give you a cheers. I know you
hey,
had you a
cheers, man. I got you on a
good
little
good
recording
weekend. Sip to that,
for
man,
sure.
just to celebrate the small wins, man. Finally in double digits for episodes.
Yeah, keep it pushing, man. Keep it pushing, bro. We got to keep it pushing. Keep growing this thing. One thing that stuck with me, man. A wise man once said, instead of trying to build a brick wall, just lay a brick a day.
Brick a
Eventually, you're
day.
gonna step back. You're gonna see a brick wall.
Mm,
So
that
we could think of
snowball
each of
effect.
these as exactly. Think of each of these as 10, as one brick. We got 10 bricks on the layer. So we're gonna keep it pushing, man. But yeah, man,
Yeah.
it was pretty exciting though in the NBA recently.
Yeah, a
It
lot
was
of
a
stuff
lot of
happened.
different narratives. Um, obviously you got the Draymond suspension, um, bro,
Indefinitely.
indefinitely. You got some trade rumors. I think trading start. You could like eligible is like today, right, or something like. No, it was a
Yeah,
couple days ago,
yeah.
something like that.
It's one of
It
these
just
days.
yeah, but I mean, you got some good trade rumors. You got some good teams, some people who are hooping. Um, Jalen
Hmm.
Brunson looked pretty good a couple days ago, man.
My boy.
50 ball. 50
50
ball.
ball, 9 of 9 from 3.
Yeah, we can just start with that because I mean, man, that was beautiful, bro. That was beautiful. Me personally, I've been a fan of Jalen Brunson since he was in high school, bro.
Yeah.
Watching him, I seen him score 50 balls. Like, so to see him get that in the NBA, bro, it's really cool to see from a fan's perspective. And then even like that video you sent me too, like of
Yeah, his
him and his
father
pops
training
working
him.
out, bro,
Hmm.
paid off.
Dude, didn't it kind of give you just like that reminiscent feel of when you were a kid and your pops, you be out there hooping with your pops, man, and
Hmm.
you just trying to pick up some game from them and so
Exactly.
forth. Like it was a real good nostalgic feel because yeah, bro, that 50-point performance from bro was so special because I don't feel like in today's day and age, like I feel like he plays the point guard role a little different from a lot of these other types of point guards, like
I agree.
just in terms of like his moves and his shot selection and stuff like that,
I
bro. Like
agree.
there's not a lot of point guards that do what he do
I agree.
at his height.
I agree. At his height, you definitely don't see it anymore. I think in today's game, you see the guard position come with a lot more um, athletic ability at
Oh
the
yeah.
point guard position, but he's been able to make that up from a skill standpoint, bro. Like he's widened the gap. Like you got to think about it, like bro, the point guard position, like we said, is one of the toughest positions in the NBA. You got
Hmm.
Halliburton, you got Fox, bro, you got
Yep.
Curry. So to be
Dame.
able to Dame, exactly. Like,
And we ain't even
you
really
know,
got down the list for real, bro. Like it's a pretty
yeah,
extensive list. Your
Tyrese
boy Trey
Maxey,
Young, Luka
Trey Young,
Doncic.
yeah,
Come on,
Kyrie
like
Irving. It's a long list, but I think
yeah.
that was his stamp, bro. I think that was his stamp as one of the premier guards in the league. Um, and then I mean, he's got his pops on the coaching staff, bro, which is really good. That's a really good thing, bro. You got somebody in your
Mhm.
corner, somebody that's vouching for you. I mean, bro, you scored 50 in the Knicks organization, bro. Keep couple more of those, man, and get you some wins.
Mhm.
You're gonna be up there forever. Cause look, everybody knows,
Yeah.
man. You got you a good career with the Knicks, you're gonna live forever, bro. That'll take
Oh.
you. That'll take you longer than they'll remember you longer than if you won a championship with the Bucks
Mhm.
than if you win with your boys now, man.
Yeah, man. It just feels good, bro. Like this is the best point guard the Knicks have had in my lifetime. You know what I mean? I've been a Knicks fan for since the Melo trade. And so like that 2011 season, bro, the only good point guard we really had, like we really haven't had one, just to put it that much. Like we had a couple of like people who were past their primes. Like we had Jason Kidd, he was old. We had Derrick Rose after the injuries. We had Brandon Jennings after the Achilles tear. Like we really haven't been able to do nothing. Kemba Walker, there was a bunch of things, but like we look at Jalen Brunson, bro, and like last year, I feel like that's when he's really started to turn that corner. When like the Knicks handed him the keys to him and Julius Randle was like, "Yo, let's go win." Or like right now, like I'm with you. I think that performance right there stamped him for being an All
Yeah,
Star this year.
I agree, bro. And like you said, like I'm gonna stretch the timeline back a little bit more.
Mhm.
He showed signs of that, and you know that, bro. You've been a fan of you're a fan of the Knicks, you're a fan of the Mavericks, living in
Yeah,
Dallas, but
that playoff performance from bro.
good playoff performance. He played a good Robin role, bro. But to come on to the next team and to be the Batman, bro. I like, bro. I'm a big fan. You know me. I'm not really a Knicks
Yeah,
fan, but to see Jalen Brunson do what he's doing in the league, bro.
it's beautiful.
It's
My man's is
beautiful.
over there playing chess, not checkers, man.
For sure, for sure, for
You
sure.
feel me?
And I mean, like, bro, like Knicks look pretty good right now. Just in a short summary, this past couple games, how you feel about the Knicks? How do you feel about the way it's starting to look for
Mhm.
for the Knicks? Do you see any, like, honestly? Do you see the Knicks getting into this trades? You know what I'm saying? These trade deadline, these trade deals, these trade talks. Do you
Yeah.
see them moving some of these players? I mean, you got a good core.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing with the Knicks, right? Like you and me have these constant conversations of like, okay, the Knicks are a good team, but there's levels to this. You got the top tier, which is your Philly, your Milwaukee, your Boston, and then the Knicks fall into the category right under those teams. So what's going to take the Knicks from going from a team that's in purgatory in the middle up to an actual contending team? I think we do see the Knicks go and shop around in this trade market. You and I had those conversations about like where would DeMar DeRozan be a good fit at. I think for how much Bro is actually getting paid to what we have to offer to trade, I think we have one or two options. We can either go and package all of our draft stock and a couple of the good young core pieces and go and get like a big name star, but that might, you know what I mean, take a chunk out of us, or we go and, you know what I mean, make certain sacrifices for like a DeMar DeRozan whose value isn't as high as like a top 15 player in the league. You know what I mean? um, and you pair him with like if you can go and get a DeMar DeRozan and add him to this team and keep a Julius Randle, a Jalen Brunson, a Mitchell Robinson, a Josh Hart on the bench. I
And
don't think
that's
we
what I'm
keep
saying, bro.
quickly.
Like that's my next question is like the Knicks got some good movable pieces.
Hmm.
You just named some really good movable pieces. Who stays or who goes? Because like you said, like, are you gonna bring in some of these like you gotta give up something to give up something. Or you gotta give up something to get something. I'm sorry. So who you rolling with? Like if you the
Yeah,
Knicks. Or who
right,
you who like who do the Knicks need to change this?
bro. Two people that we need, and then you can change everything else in the middle. If we can get another star, of course. You got to keep Brunson because Brunson is our point guard. That's your guy. You know what he's gonna do. I say you also keep Mitchell Robinson, even though like this dude is just he's in a position where he's pretty much one of the best centers in the game right now. When you think of like what he does on the floor, he's the number one rebounder in the league right
Productivity.
now. You know what I mean? And you're also paying him good. So it's like I think you keep that. I think you keep your one, you keep your five the same.
Keep your blue
Um,
collars, man. You know who clocking in over there in Milwaukee. Keep your blue collars, man.
You know what I mean? But I think in a DeMar DeRozan trade situation, I think you're able to keep a Julius Randle. I just, I personally like it brings up that question of who is going to be that guy. Say you got Brunson, DeMar DeRozan, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, and then whoever at that spot. Like, who is that guy? Is Jalen Brunson your best player on a championship contending team, or is he a number two?
See, when I think about that, like I think about I don't want to undermine it too much because to answer the question, I think in any of those 7 games, if we're going not 7 games, but you know what I'm saying, if it goes 7 games, I think any of those 7 games, he's gonna have to be the guy, but not even that to just be the guy. Like if you already got you a star player and he's rolling, we already know like bro, you got to put points on the board. So
Yeah,
Jalen's number two, if you asking me. Even if he's number three, that means if 1 and 2 rolling, number three, that's cool. Like,
yeah,
so I think he's able to fall back and move forward in this role as needed. Um, I mean, in the finals, but it's like you never know, bro. You
you
never
never
really
know.
know. So
It
people
come
can
down
get
to
to the
blue collar
finals.
work. That's what got
Yeah,
Miami there last year.
really,
But
really. And
we
then
don't
it's
have a
like
Jimmy Butler caliber player though. But Brunson's starting to show some signs of he
I
may
remember
be able to be that guy,
you thought they was gonna get them boys.
bro.
And
Yeah, that's
wait, hold on.
crazy.
Did they have it? What series was that? No, because we had bet on the next series. Because I
Yeah,
know you thought they was going. But I
I had to
mean,
get my
yeah,
give
man.
back. I had to get my give back. I had
I
to even out.
I thought Cleveland was gonna get the Knicks. I still
Hmm.
think Cleveland could get the Knicks. And like maybe I don't know. I've seen some stuff that like they may be moving some players, like and they
Yeah,
got
because
some
I ain't heard nothing
players.
about them. Have you heard anything about them recently? I ain't
Nah,
heard shit.
nah. And people are saying like, I mean, man, like get something for Donovan Mitchell unless you can't trade him.
In which that's where I think the Knicks might even try to go and explore that, even though I feel like he's going to come to New
Like,
York in free agency anyway.
it's like he ain't liking it out there in Cleveland. He just came from
Yeah.
Utah. He know he a big market player. He know what's waiting on him if he come up. But then it's like, damn, bro. Like, I mean, yeah, you can play with Jalen, but see, that's what if he go to the Knicks, that'll be a good backcourt. That'll
Defense is
be
going to be
interesting to
trash, though.
see. Right.
That
That'll be interesting to see.
But Jalen Brunson is leading the league in charges right now. So like there's aspects of it that they can play around with for sure. But
But
like,
then the thing is that as well too is that like we know like when you get down in these playoffs, bro, in these deep playoff games in the finals, it's
mm,
all just pick and roll and they just running the mismatch the whole time, bro. Like
right.
Jalen Brunson can be a defensive liability,
Yeah.
especially when you're going against these hybrid 2 3s guard
Luka
forward.
Doncic.
Right. We're like, it's already hard to guard him off a post fade anyway, but if he can shoot over the top over you, like that's money every time. So that's interesting to see. But then we also did see you ain't said nothing about Levine, and I know you won't. You don't think he's going to the Knicks. I
No.
don't think he's going to the Knicks. I don't know if he's going to the Lakers. We did see the report today, rumor report that he could be linked
Sack.
to the sack. Yeah, to King. Pause. I said to the sack. I meant to say Kings.
Yeah,
Yeah, to the Kings.
Sacramento.
So yeah, that would be a good trade scenario too. But then it's like, what do you give up to get him as well? Because the Bulls are trying to get something, bro. You're gonna get something, like especially you
Yeah.
got these two guys.
I mean, I think they try to go young, bro. I think what is it? His name Keegan Murray. Is that the cat from Sacramento?
Oh yeah, yep, for
Like,
sure.
like you can sit there and go and get him, or if you're Sacramento, are you trying to keep some talent like that that's like can be loyal to the franchise? But I think that would be a good trade. It'd be bro still getting to California. Sure, it's probably not
Just
LA,
about to
but like,
say, just about to say that. But I
you know,
mean, you went to UCLA. He probably from California. Like,
hmm,
Sac is cool. You right up the street.
right.
And I mean, they already building something, bro. Like the organization seems like it's in a good place in terms of being progressive.
Mm,
You got a good coach in Mike Brown. That's a vet
yep.
right there. You know he's seen a lot. Boy was rolling with Braun back in the early stages. Spent some
Right.
time with what's the name? What's the place called? Golden State.
Hmm.
So, man, it'll be interesting to
Yeah.
see.
I think it'll be a good trade. But I mean, we'll see. There's just so many markets right now that could really like be impacted if they go if this is a really good like trading season. You know, sometimes it's a little dry. I'm hoping that we see a couple of things get shifted around before February. Um, I don't
Maybe
know.
you, maybe Utah. I've heard that they may be trying to get rid of Laurie Markkinen,
Mm,
and it's like, man, bro, bro, really think about it. Like, look at some of the talent, bro, that has come through Chicago in the
yeah.
early years that are no longer here. You had Jimmy Butler.
Mm,
Look at what he's doing.
he didn't got to two
Um,
finals.
you got Laurie Markkinen. Look what he's doing.
Hmm.
Um, I mean, you had D Rose, but you got some other people in here and there. But like, I mean, you've had some players that you could have retained that never stayed, and it's like, bro, Chicago's a big market city too, bro. Like, they've had
Yeah.
some good years when you know what I'm saying. Did they fall off after Jimmy Butler? Is that when they really stopped making the playoffs?
Yeah, yeah. They fell off until they did this little,
Last
rebuild
part
that
I
they tried to
remember is
pull it
when
off.
LeBron hit the corner three in the playoffs against them. Bro, that was the last time I ever seen the Bulls.
You ain't heard nothing
Yeah,
from them since then.
nothing. I mean, I've been in some games, obviously, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
well,
with the Bulls, bro, I think they tried to do something with the whole Lonzo Ball, DeMar DeRozan, and Zach LaVine
yeah.
thing, and
And I
Vucevic.
said
Like,
that too. Like they had some good ingredients there, bro. Like
yeah, that's just unfortunate. Like, if Lonzo don't get hurt, bro, I feel like we're having a different conversation about the Bulls right now.
exactly
But
for
that's
sure.
just unfortunately, bro. You know what's crazy? That's just bad luck. Like 2 times in a row. Like the
Yeah.
Bulls were this close to making the finals before like D Rose got hurt. If I feel like if D Rose didn't get hurt, I feel like they would have won the finals that year. But like
I guess
you
they were
got
in the
that.
playoffs. I guess they did get to the playoffs with DeRozan and Levine before, obviously. But
Mhm.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
feel
yeah,
like they
bro. If
tried
you
to
have
pull it
that,
off again, and it just ain't work out in their favor. So I
yeah.
mean, that you had 2 good attempts. It's just shit don't always
But
work
then
out.
as well too, bro. Like I don't know, like bro. I feel like Chicago should have a better coach, a bigger coach, a big name coach. Like this is a
Hmm.
big name city. Like I don't know, bro. Like you need somebody. Obviously, I feel like the NBA is also gearing away. Like they're going with the newer coaches now. Like if you look around the
Yeah,
NBA, there is some newer. They haven't been around for a long time. They've been around the NBA and they've
yeah.
probably coached under somebody for a long time. But like, I mean, outside of Eric Spoelstra,
Tom
Tom
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau, right? I mean, we can count Mike Brown.
Yeah, that's a vet. And then even I guess you can throw Kerr in there too. You got to throw Kerr in
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Like,
I mean, bro, I
but
just feel like
even
that's
then,
just the
he was a
time right now. Like
right.
every there's gonna be a period in every single like point of like eras in basketball where there's a transitionary period to like a new coaching staff and
And then
starting to nurture those younger coaches into like bigger name coaches.
and that's true just because even on a deeper level, like bro, like we're getting old, bro. Like the coaches who've been around, like they coached 80s, maybe coached 90s, some of the 2000s.
Mhm.
Like, bro, like that's that's that's
It's on the
gone.
way out.
Our NBA will look totally different. I mean, obviously once LeBron's gone, but give it 5 more years, bro. Who knows how long Pop will be here?
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for that though. Are you like I definitely had a point a couple of years ago where I think it was when I was like 22 or 23 and I was like watching some of these basketball games and I'm like, damn, some of these dudes that's being drafted like they're 3, 4 years younger than me now. You know what I mean? A little 18-year-old come in,
Up a
bro,
hundred,
after 1 year at whatever university and he cold. Like,
up 100.
up 100, you know what I mean? Like Victor Wembanyama, bro, is 19. Like, bro, we're 6 years older than dude.
Clock in.
Clocked in, Nike deal. No, that's love, bro. It's good. Like, but that's
Yeah,
just crazy. Like, because you go from that period of like, oh, I look up to some NBA players to like, oh, you ain't got nothing to really look up to because these dudes are younger than you. You
Right,
know what I mean?
right,
And
exactly,
ain't a
exactly.
little big homie. You know what I mean? Like,
It definitely shifts the perspective. And I think that's kind of where you get maybe some of the older guys who don't really think LeBron is, because they were already, and even for me, like bro, for me to, like, when you just asked me, like, are you excited for that? I don't really know if I would. I am, obviously, for the future, but I mean, the nostalgia of it, being a kid and all of that, like,
hmm
part of me kind of holds on to that.
I feel you on that, bro. With living in Dallas, bro, and you got like American Airlines Arena, they got statues of Dirk. They got a whole street named after him. Like all of my personal top three favorite players are all out the league between Kobe, Melo, and Dirk. Like, I feel you. That nostalgia sense fades, but I think it's something cool being able to appreciate this next wave of basketball, bro. Like, I really enjoy watching like Luka Doncic go out there and get buckets, like Ja Morant dunking on somebody. Cause like, you know what I mean? 10 years ago, bro, that was D Rose dunking on somebody. That was what's another comparable, like, I guess, person to like Luka Doncic. You can't really compare anybody to him right now, but you know what I
I
mean? It
mean, you
was
could
just all
just
different.
compare his countermate, his peers. I mean, they put him in the conversations with Trey Young, like in terms of young pace and this and that,
Hmm
like Trey Young, Jason Tatum, like that 24-25 club, like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, they cold, man. It's beautiful to watch like the game change right before our
yeah,
eyes and like the torch being handed off, I guess.
right, for sure. I agree. I agree. Nah,
But
I
don't get it
mean,
messed up though. KD, Bron, and Curry still averaging 30.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. I said
Crazy.
it. I said it. Yeah, Steph just had a rough night the other night too.
Yeah, everybody had those, man. Can't hold it against, bro. His first
Not
game, I
everybody.
think it was like 270 something games. The first game without a three.
Yeah,
Crazy.
I seen that. I seen that. What you think about Draymond?
This is indefinite suspension, bro. I think it's I think it's good what they did, man. They didn't do no flat out like give a number like for 20 game suspension or anything like that. It seems like he's gonna have a course that he has to complete. And
Which
then
I'm sure that course probably takes 3 weeks, a month,
yeah.
especially if it's counseling, bro. Like,
hmm
it's gonna have to sit out. Like, and that's the thing too. I think with
Yeah.
that, they're trying to figure out a way to deal with this as well too, because they're probably looking at it. And I'm not saying, bro, it's crazy or mental or anything like that, but like,
hmm
they're probably looking at it in terms of experiment analysts, like, if this behavior can become of something. I mean, they gotta know something, bro. Like, you heard what Melo said, like, bro, they like the feds, bro. They giving this 100 million out. Like, there's
Yeah.
some research and analyst data coming behind that. Like, you don't think these like when they say they had these pro days and the team doctor just like, bro, just imagine just laying on the bed for 2 hours and it's just doctors coming up and
Yeah.
yeah, like lifting you up, do this, do this. It's
Yeah.
real, Lee. We ain't gonna get into what type of conversation that sounds like, but
Yeah. I
it
get where
could
you
be real weird. So I think that they're definitely looking at it as like, if we have to deal with this and the Kai Jones, I think is his name, from
Yeah.
Hornets, how do we handle this in a proper way that still keeps the brand cleaned?
Yeah, for sure. Because ultimately, that's the reason why they're taking these types of measures, right? Like the NBA has always prided itself on trying to keep good PR, and if you go against that grain, like at least with the David Stern era, you know what I
Get him
mean?
out of
Like,
here.
you know what I mean?
I
Bro,
feel like David
really.
was open to more fights though. Like, it's good for basketball. I mean, it's good for the viewers.
Yeah, but yeah. No, for sure. Like it was a whole different league when he was the commissioner. But you know, it's all a business at the end of the day, bro. Like it's all about professionalism and bro just has had too many instances in the past year that he's like messing up the brand with. So it's like
And
I
that's, I
hope he
think
chills
that's how
out.
the Warriors are looking at it, is like, okay, are you starting to just become too much of a distraction? Too much? Because at some point, like, bro, you're killing the team camaraderie, the team chemistry.
Hmm.
Guys may not want to listen to you like that anymore. Like, yeah, you're a champ, but you want some yay ish, you
Yeah,
know.
like
So
he's gonna be a future Hall of Famer for sure. But like it gets to the point where if you're the Warriors, it's like, do you look to trade that? Because I mean, truth be told, bro, I feel like you got the Klay Thompson situation too. Like, even though he's actually been playing better, I gotta give bro props. He's been playing better the last couple of games, but
and
still,
he's
it's just
probably going
like,
to be like this for the rest of his career. He's probably going to be streaky. He's probably going to have
right.
some more low nights than he has high nights. He'll probably get you three good games. Probably going to have four bad ones after, or
Hmm.
four not to the liking of we've thought. But I think with the Draymond situation, bro, you got to be careful of it with it too, because the NBA can start to find a way to blackmail.
Mm.
I think he's got something to give to the NBA, but once the Warriors push you out,
The most
mm,
valuable franchise on the planet, by the way.
right. So
Basketball franchise, at least. But yeah, man. I mean, it'll be interesting to see. But I think they gave him a good punishment, and like, hopefully they can figure stuff out in 2024. But bro, I wanted to kind of chop it up with you. Like, speaking of just like individual players and stuff like that, like, who's really been
mm,
impressing you as of late? Like, I know we talked about Brunson and stuff, but that was like one big game. But who recently has kind of been your main person to watch that you've been rocking with?
AD.
You've been watching a lot of AD, huh? Okay.
I mean, I feel like and maybe even for myself. I mean, the criticism is high, and the praise is kind of on the lower end. It's a lot more quieter, but bro's averaging like a good maybe 23, 25, 12 rebounds a game, three
Hmm.
blocks a game. Like he's definitely being productive. Um, Tyrese Halliburton,
Yeah.
Zion Williams. I think it'll be interesting to see too what he chooses to do with the Pelicans, because I
Mm.
think there's some sort of disarray within the organization with Zion. But I mean,
Right.
I don't know. Like I don't know how much of it is just because Stephen A. Like bro, like is it really that bad? I understand
Yeah.
folks with 300 pounds, but like I don't know, man. You just never know.
I don't know. I think with that Zion situation, bro, it's just like, I think there's like a certain level of expectation that comes with being a generational type of player like he is. And I don't know if it's like a mental thing or what, but like, I mean, we see it. Like, don't get me wrong, he can go out there and get a walking bucket, but like when you go out there and look at him, bro, you don't really look like he in the best of shape. And I don't know why that is.
And
I'm not an athlete.
seafood boiling strippers.
Like, I'm not an athlete, so I don't know I'm not him, I'm not in his shoes, I don't know what's going on. But I know from a fan perspective, it's just like we see so much greatness in you. Like, are we going to see your full potential, or are you going to have a career that's kind of going to be thrown off? Because sure, it's just weight today, but the way bro plays and jumps, like that may potentially, knock on wood, may potentially cause an injury, and that may be the reason why you've had injuries your entire career. Like, it's to the point where RJ Barrett and his pretty much entire draft class for the most part has played close to twice as many games as him already in just 4 years.
Yeah, and I mean he's showed a lot more upside than a lot of those guys in lesser games.
Mhm.
Um, but maybe our expectations are too high.
You
Like
think
I mean,
so?
seems like a good. I mean, maybe we do put too much on these guys. Like Draymond
Mm.
said, like some of these players who drafted to these places, these number one draft picks, we calling them busts. Like, let's kind of remove some of that and really look at it. Like, was he really a bust?
Mhm.
Pause or whatever. But like, what does he have to do to not be considered that? To not be considered a bust in the
Yeah.
NBA?
I'd say just have a healthy career, because we see what bro does on the court. I think his numbers are going to speak for themselves.
Right. I agree. I
I
agree.
think if bro plays healthy, I think guaranteed first ballot Hall of Famer one day. But like in terms of what he's done right now, what he has like 1 or 2 All-Stars, he hasn't been on the court long enough to really give himself a true resume just yet. Like, and we're seeing it like the greatness when he's on the court, but like I don't know. I personally think he needs to get out of New Orleans, though. Like, I don't think he wins a chip with New Orleans. I don't know if they build a championship team around him. I think he's someone
Nah,
who
bro.
could potentially go
New
somewhere
Orleans.
else.
It's New Orleans, man.
Hey, you
My
never
boy
know,
down
man.
there by the bayou.
Bye. Yeah, we'll see what happens with Zion, man. But okay, so you've been watching a lot of AD, bro. Someone I've been rocking with a lot lately, bro, has been Luca, but I've also been able to tune into Embiid a little bit as well, like when he's playing games. Embiid, man, he's number one in MVP ladder talk right now.
Yeah, for sure. He has been, man. Honestly, I'm not really impressed by it, bro.
Really?
Honestly.
What more do you want from him?
I mean, do it when it matters, bro. You had a good regular
Right.
season last year, and it kind of just fizzled out when you got into these series, bro. Got into these series with some real hitters, and it's like you kind of fall short. And he's fall short. He's fell short a couple of times where he should have got his team over the hump. So it's like, I mean, yeah, it's impressive you hooping, um, but
Yeah.
like, okay, the marbles gonna fall where they lay when we get to the playoffs. Like,
Right.
like Giannis was doing this, but once he got past everybody and got to the chip, we couldn't say nothing. It don't matter if you think he's just ball dominant, he don't got no skill, bro. Once
Mhm.
you win that chip, we gotta shut up. And it's
Yeah.
just like, bro, you gotta get your team because it's like with them, they teetering on a fine line of a chip and a rebuild. I mean, you still got a window as long as you got Embiid, but I mean, like these other teams are getting better at maybe a faster rate.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm
You
saying?
got Knicks. I'm still going to throw Cleveland in there, even though personally don't see them doing too much. But you got those two teams. You got the Magic on the come up as well. Like there's a bunch of teams like rising up. You still got to throw Atlanta in there with Trey Young. Like I feel you on that. And bro, you bring up a really good point. You know what? I was sitting there kind of disagreeing with you at first, but when you really think about it, once someone gets that first ring, you got to shut up. Giannis went and got that ring. You got to shut up. Jokic went, got that ring. You got to shut
And you
up.
know, me and you at an earlier point in that year, we gave respect to Jokic, but because I remember we talked about like that brief conversation of does he deserve 3 MVPs,
Which I
and we
still
kind
think
of
he
looked,
should have. But I remember that convo. That was a good convo,
yeah,
though.
and we were kind of unsure. It was like the same way DeMarcus Cousins said, does that make him better than? But then it's like, he is probably better than.
Right.
You feel me? And I mean, he's way like bro. And I'm just thinking, obviously, from an evolution perspective, like bro, like you put Jokic in front of these older NBA guys in their prime, they've never guarded a big man like that, bro.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Even
Shaq
if you,
didn't. Tim didn't. KG didn't. Like
I mean,
Hakeem didn't. Like,
and that's what we even talked about too. Like, what does a Shaq and a Jokic matchup look like? And it's like they both gonna get you 35 that game, but it's gonna look completely different. And then Jokic will probably get you 10 assists. You
mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? But then it's like, I don't know, man. Shaq was so dominant, bro.
But you lose your rim protector on the defensive end if you got Jokic on the offensive end, like in terms of like being around the hoop. So it changes the entire game. You got Jokic bringing the ball up and sitting around doing pick and roll at the three
I mean,
point
Big
line.
Shaq was running the flow now too. You got to go back and look. He got some where he getting and he taking it full. He could do that. I don't think he had
Yeah,
obviously didn't have a reason to because but it's a couple times he done got it dribble, he done pass it up to Kobe. But I mean,
yeah,
yeah, he giving it up because he know he getting it back. Like,
right.
but he can run the floor too. So, but I think those look different. But
Yeah, the
As
game is
much as
just
it
gonna
is,
be
as much
fun.
as it is, it's hard for Shaq to guard that. Come on, man.
The other
Like,
end, bro, barbecue chicken alert, man.
and that's what I'm saying is barbecue chicken. But yeah, Jokic gonna come down. He gonna run the flow. He gonna hit the three. But then he may miss, and then we know Shaq. All right, come on, Shaq coming right back down. Like
Mhm.
Jokic may get you three down here. He may miss the next one. Shaq probably gonna get you four each time. He gonna get you two, two, two,
Right,
two.
right, right, right. Yeah, for sure.
Not counting that, but you know what I'm saying. I still, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying I wouldn't take Jokic in these matchups, but like a Bill Russell, like a Kareem,
Mhm.
Wilt Chamberlain, like those are great names, bro. Great defenders, but I think a Jokic game, they've never seen that.
Right. And it's kind of hard to picture them themselves trying to guard that as
Right.
well. So
Right.
yeah, bro, with like Joel, like everybody else, the other two of the three great big slash top three players in the world, you're the only one who has not won a chip. So it's like, and you've arguably had a better team than them several times throughout the last couple of years. Like, bro, like Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons, like those boys realistically should have did more than what they actually did. So it's just like,
Hmm.
yeah, that window. What happens with that? They're so good to the point where it's like, do you keep the team together or do you like does Joel say, okay, I want to go and try something else? Like, I don't know, bro. It's gonna be interesting.
It
But
is.
34, he averaging 34 right now, fam.
And that's what I
34 and
like. And then why
11.
it's not impressive because it's like, bro, if we gave LeBron those same calls at the same rate, even if you just
Hmm.
give him the calls at the same rate, even if you maybe just give him half of those calls that he gets per game,
Hmm.
come on, man. And it's like, bro, like I seen something, I think it was a Shump interview, and he was talking about like when he first started flopping, he said like Braun was so strong that the refs wasn't acknowledging the calls. He said he had the flop to get these calls because it's like the NBA
Mm,
wasn't giving it to him. I mean, we know that, but like some of these guys are getting this, but they're getting 12 free throws a game.
right.
Like we seen that Giannis had 64. That was impressive. But what did he have? Like 30,
Yeah.
30
Yeah,
free throws?
yeah, he had a lot of free throws. Yeah,
I'm
and I
not
mean
saying
it
that you
even
don't count. If I get 60 and I got 30 free throws, yeah, that's 60 for
mhm.
sure. But then like, you know what I'm saying, those are free.
Right. And I mean, it was the same thing with like Harden a few years ago, bro. That's the one thing that definitely used to annoy me, bro, is just always watching the Rockets Harden. And bro, this dude, they're like, oh yeah, he put up 40 points, but bro just put up so many free throws because he kick
Mhm.
his legs out at three.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
And
man,
so he getting fouled, but then he getting so many shot attempts from the three that he making some of them because he is selling it. So it's not any real
yeah.
contact to alter the shot.
Of course you're gonna
So
average 35, you do that. Like,
right,
come
right.
on,
He
man.
averaged 35.
That was 35, yeah.
Man,
He
I
averaged
ain't seen nobody.
35.
I mean, Kobe averaged 35. He averaged 35. I don't know. I don't think I seen anybody else average 35.
Yeah, but those was two different 35s though. Kobe wasn't getting as many calls as James Harden was, bro. If,
Yeah,
if Kobe got as many calls as James Harden did, bro, Kobe would average 40 that season, fam.
yeah, for sure,
Kobe would
for
average
sure.
40 that season, man. And that's facts. But man, shout out to Kobe, man. Rest in peace
Shout out
to
Cole.
my
Rest in
GOAT.
peace. Yeah, I tried to get them reverse Grinch Kobe's. Man, they didn't even. They played me, bro. The whole office tried to get him. None of us got him.
Yeah. Yeah, bro, I thought about jumping in and like trying to get him.
Don't even be
But
no point, really, bro.
nah, it really don't. I haven't won one yet. Like I've tried it for a long time. I still haven't won a raffle or anything like that.
Yeah, for
And I
sure.
gotta go hit up the shoe plugs, man. But yeah, bro, those are some dope shoes. Like I'm so glad that they decided to like do all this like re-sign the Kobe
I
contract.
liked it. I liked it. The regular Christmas Day Grinches, the green ones he wore against Miami.
Hmm.
That
Yeah.
2012, 2013 was a good year for hoop shoes, bro.
Man, KD sixes was out around that time. You know them joints went platinum. KD
What was them? Bron 12 and 13s.
bronze was going crazy.
Kobe.
Man, bro, yeah.
That's really
Until
That's true.
Kyrie came along, till Kyrie came and kind of like Kyrie
Yeah.
had some really
Melo,
good
Melo,
shoes,
Melo had shoe back then. Melo had shoe back then, but
but they wasn't on no Nike level though.
yeah, for
Nike's
sure.
always been the leader for basketball. Well, I won't say
Yeah,
always, but as in our generation, Nike been the
yeah,
best hoop shoes. All the different codes.
yeah.
Yeah, LeBron. Bro, one that snuck up on me that I ain't really vibe with at first, but like it turned into a pretty cool line was like Paul George's. Like I haven't wore those, but those look dope.
Yeah, Paul
Um,
George's are pretty cool.
and then shout out to Sabrina Ionescu. Her shoes cold. That's probably gonna be the next hoop shoe I go get.
Yeah, I agree. I seen them the other weekend. It was pretty dope.
What you hooping in right now?
Bronze. I wanted to get the Kobe so I could hoop in them, but yeah, I'm hooping in bronze. It's time to change them out though.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably go and grab something else, man.
Yeah, I
I
got my
don't know yet though.
Kyries. I need to go get some Sabrinas for indoor. Hey man, this summer when I'm up there in the city, bro, gotta go and get some hoop runs in, bro.
Yeah,
Like
for sure. For sure.
I'm
Let me
excited
take
for
it to the
that.
spot. Take it to the spot. See what you could do with them boys, man. Some young cats, some old cats, some cats like me that'll give you buckets. So yeah, man, we gotta do that for sure.
There might have to
But
be some
yeah, man,
content, bro, 1-on-1 for the
they don't want to see
YouTube.
that. They don't want to see that, cuz
Hold
they don't
on,
want to
hold
see
on.
that. You owe a
Let me
lot of
hold on.
people.
Hold on.
You owe a lot of people some 1-on-1s, man. A lot of
Yeah,
people want to
bro.
see this boy on the court, man. He done talked so much stuff, bro. There's some people that's been waiting 3-4 years to play this man 1-on-1. He ain't came back to the crib not once for them 1-on-1s. We
Hey,
talking about hooping.
look, America. Everybody think for some reason since I ain't played high school basketball, they don't think that I can hoop. But little these people know, man. Like, bro knows. He's seen me. He's seen me
Yeah, he
play a
got some
couple times.
Rondo esque. He got some, and I
Yeah,
was so
like,
surprised, bro. I'm running down the court, bro, behind the back. I'm like, hold on.
hey, man, I'm one of the best passers I've ever seen. Like in terms of like playing like regular ball, bro. Like I can pass the ball really well. So yeah, bro, I'm excited. We definitely have to see. But
Yeah,
yeah, I done worked on my
so
scoring, man.
yeah.
But yeah,
I
the
mean,
pass
I
is
mean,
still
what you
there,
think, bro? I mean, bro, you don't really grew up watching me. You seen me
bro.
dishing, you seen
What are
me
you talking
down
about, bro?
scoring. So it's like, bro,
Bro,
you
I'll try to little bro me on this on this channel, bro. I ain't grow up watching shit, bro. I ain't never
come on,
emulated
man.
none. I ain't never emulated nothing you did on the court, bro. Like, all right, that's a good little topic, bro. If you could relate your play style, you gonna say yours. I'm gonna say mine. Who do you emulate your game of? If you could, if it's multiple players, like what's your game comprised of?
Really, bro, it's a Darren Williams type of style game.
I can see Darren.
Um,
I can see that.
I can give you so much though, bro. I can give you Darren. I can give you John Stockton. I can go straight point guard. I can go
Mhm.
big guard university. I could go a two guard. I can give you some Kyrie. I can give you some Kobe mid. I can give you a lot of different things, bro. But I mean, in terms of just hooping, I think I've always grown up. People kind of always said I was like a Darren Williams, which I would agree with. If they was to draft me on a 2K thing, I think it'll say Darren Williams on that moment.
You're
Plays
right.
like similar to
Darren. I can see that,
yeah.
bro. I can definitely see that. If I could compare my game, bro, I'd say it's a good mix of like Magic Johnson and Dirk Nowitzki, just without like the really good handle. I got a all right handle, but Magic Johnson just for like passing reasons. But Dirk Nowitzki, I shoot like Dirk though. Like I have a low release, like high, like I guess low base, high release jumper, and I also got good like mid range. I got a ridiculous mid range. So if I had to compare my game,
Straight
it's a
from
mix of
back.
those two. No, I don't shoot like that no more. I don't shoot like that no more. I used to. I used to shoot, but no, no. You got to see. That's what I'm saying, bro. You gonna find out this summer, man.
For sure, bro. For sure.
We're gonna have to
But
run
yeah,
it.
man. Let's cut this shit, Brody.
All right,
Ain't
episode 10, y'all. We out.
for sure.